A flurry of filings. The race for the Ethereum ETF. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, is currently reviewing a wave of applications for Ethereum spot exchange-traded funds, or ETFs. This rush of filings signals a critical moment for Ethereum and the broader cryptocurrency market. Financial giants like BlackRock, Bitwise, and Grayscale are all vying for approval. The SEC has been cautious with cryptocurrency ETFs in the past. However, the recent approval of options trading for a BlackRock Ethereum ETF suggests a potential shift in regulatory thinking. The stakes are high for both the applicants and the crypto world. An approved Ethereum ETF would open the floodgates for institutional investment. It would provide a regulated and familiar avenue for traditional investors to gain exposure to Ethereum. This could have a dramatic impact on the price of ETH and solidify Ethereum's place in the financial mainstream. The SEC's decision on these applications is eagerly awaited by investors and industry experts alike. Echoes of Bitcoin. Will history repeat itself? The current buzz around an Ethereum ETF draws parallels to the approval of the first Bitcoin ETF in 2021. That event marked a watershed moment for Bitcoin. It legitimized Bitcoin in the eyes of many institutional investors who had previously been hesitant to enter the market. The result was a surge in investment and a significant price rally. Many analysts believe that an Ethereum ETF approval could spark a similar bull run for ETH. However, the SEC has been more cautious with Ethereum ETFs. Concerns about market manipulation and custody issues have led to delays and rejections in the past. The recent approval of options trading for an Ethereum ETF is a positive sign. It suggests that the SEC is becoming more comfortable with Ethereum as an asset class. However, it is not a guarantee of future spot ETF approvals. Unlocking the vault institutional investment and Ethereum. Institutional investors have shown a growing appetite for cryptocurrencies in recent years. However, regulatory hurdles and concerns about security have limited their participation. An Ethereum ETF would address these concerns by providing a regulated and accessible investment vehicle. This could unlock billions, if not trillions of dollars in institutional capital. The influx of institutional money would have a profound impact on the Ethereum ecosystem. It would provide a massive boost in liquidity, making ETH easier to buy and sell. This would lead to greater price stability and attract even more investors. The increased demand for ETH could also fuel innovation and development on the Ethereum blockchain. New applications and use cases would emerge, further solidifying Ethereum's position as a leading blockchain platform. Section 4, Ethereum Price Prediction, to the moon. Predicting the price of any asset is an inexact science, and cryptocurrencies are notoriously volatile. However, many analysts believe that an Ethereum ETF approval this year could send ETH surging past the $4,000 mark. This prediction is based on the expected influx of institutional investment and the historical precedent set by the Bitcoin ETF approval. Of course, other factors could influence the price of Ethereum. These include regulatory developments, macroeconomic conditions, and the overall sentiment in the crypto market. However, an Ethereum ETF approval would be a significant bullish catalyst. It would signal a major step forward for the legitimacy and adoption of Ethereum. Section 5. The future of Ethereum. The potential approval of an Ethereum ETF represents a pivotal moment for the future of Ethereum. It could propel Ethereum from a niche technology to a mainstream financial asset. The influx of institutional investment would accelerate innovation and drive the development of new use cases for the Ethereum blockchain. However, challenges remain. Regulatory uncertainty continues to cast a shadow over the crypto industry. The SEC's cautious approach to ETF approvals underscores the need for ongoing dialogue and collaboration between regulators and the crypto community. The outcome of the current ETF applications will have a significant impact on the future trajectory of Ethereum. The world is watching closely to see if Ethereum will get its Bitcoin moment.